The questions remain the same in each of these interviews. The power lies in hearing these amazing answers. My name is Tony Reese, and it is with a great privilege and honor I present to you this installment of My Life Lessons Showcasing Senior Adults. Welcome to another episode of My Life Lessons Showcasing Senior Adults. And today I have Mrs. Elizabeth Charles with us. Welcome to the project.
Thank you. You can feel free to call me Liz.
Thank you, Liz. This is going to be a very special interview for me. So take a moment and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been married this September, will be 53 years.
Congratulations.
And we're looking forward next Saturday to go on a cruise to celebrate. We're going to be going from New York to Nova Scotia, so that'll be a new experience for us. It'll be a lot of fun. We lived here at the Highlands for 3 years, and we just love it here. It was a great thing that happened in our lives. We kind of talked about it, but never really decided to come here. And then an opportunity opened up, and I said to my husband, you know, we've let a lot of other things slip through our fingers, and I think we better jump at this. And we did, and it's been a real blessing for me, because 3 months after we came here, my husband had a heart attack. And we lived in the country, so who knows what that would have meant for us. But we're happy here, and we're loving life.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, let's go into the project.
Mm-hmm.
So, Liz, how would you define a great life?
Oh, dear. I think a great life has two very important factors: love and sharing. For me, even, especially, the great life involves the love of God. He's very much a part of my life, and I've appreciated all the blessings that I've received. And I think with that, I've been able to have an understanding of my own talents and my abilities, and my life has been enriched by using those abilities and talents. I've been able to grow as a person and become a better person. I've enjoyed them for my enjoyment and pleasure and the things I've been able to do. And I've also been able to share with other people that love and help them to have a better life too. So that's very important to me.
How has being here at the Highlands added to how you define your great life?
Well, the Highlands is a very caring community. We just initiated a whole new program here called Engage. And with Engage, there is concern for your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your social, and your nutritional life. Your whole life is really involved. And all kinds of programs and activities are presented here that our residents can participate in. And through that involvement, you can really have a wholesome and well-rounded experience living here. It's really great. The other thing that, for me especially, is that it not only is for us, but it trickles down a generation. My daughter lives in Pittsburgh, a 5-hour ride from here. And she's at the stage in life where her friends are having issues with parents, and tough decisions to make, etc. And every time she calls me, she'll say, "Mother, I am so glad for the gift that you gave me." She said, "The Highlands and you have given me such a gift that I don't need to be concerned about you. I know you're living a good life there, you're happy, and it's a safe environment." She said, "What a relief for me."
How wonderful.
And it's funny too, because she says, "I tell my friends, my parents live in a Walt Disney for senior citizens world."
What a great description. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's funny.
So who were your heroes and role models when you were a child?
Oh dear. I grew up in a very close-knit, loving family. In our household, not only was my parents, I had a brother who was 10 years older than I am. Grandmother lived with us, and so did a maiden aunt. So with all those people being influential in my life, I really got a lot of multi-generational nurturing, and I think that really helped to mold me.
So they were all pretty much at one way or another your mentors or
Absolutely.
your role models.
The other person that was really special to me, there was a Lutheran deaconess that was a friend of our family. And as a part of her consecration, she took on the motto, others. And whenever she would send a card to us or write us a little note, at the bottom of the card, she'd always have that word, others, written. And that made me really aware of who is important in my life, because it was so important to her and she was so special to me that I always wanted others to be a part of my life.
I love that. I absolutely love that. What do you think would surprise people the most about you?
Well, I've never been very athletic. You know, I was always, as a kid, the one last picked for the team. And I never really mastered bike riding because I lived in busy streets of Baltimore, so that was not very safe for me to do. And that, you know, that was not very athletic. Well, it came time for us to go to the Boy Scout camp with United Way for our training. And I successfully completed the high wire climbing and the obstacle course at the age of 70.
Oh my goodness.
So that was just a great thing for me. I came home and I told my husband what I did, and he said, Liz, you really don't need to be so macho.
That's very high too.
But it was fun and a real accomplishment for me.
And that is an accomplishment. That's fantastic. So what has been your greatest life lesson?
I think the greatest lesson that I've learned from life is having God a part of my life. I have many blessings. I have many abilities. I just know His presence in my life. And through that, I can help others to know that love.
Well, that is the next question. If you could give an example of how you have put that life lesson into practice in your own life.
Well, I have worked for many years now on the United Way campaign. The United Way campaign is an organization that helps people right here in Berks County. We have over 100,000 people a year that we provide services for them. And by going out and talking about the United Way to companies and individuals, and by encouraging them to get involved and participate, I've helped 100,000 people in a year. You know, that's a great thing.
It sure is. What does love mean to you?
Oh dear. Love is a feeling deep within inside of you that you don't even need words to express yourself. It's just a hug or a smile. Maybe it's wiping a tear from somebody's eye, or giving some encouragement to somebody who might be down. It's showing all those things that are important to me and helping others to feel those things as well. It's just a sharing between people of feelings and thoughts and expressions of love.
It's connection.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That has been all through your interview, is looking out for others, that word others,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and caring. It's coming
part
through.
of my life,
Mhm.
others.
That's really
Yeah.
something. How would you like to be remembered, Liz?
Well, I think this is kind of a funny thing. When my children were little, if they dropped some food on the floor, I'd always say, eat it, it's not going to kill you. Or if I wanted them to try something that they didn't want to, do it, it's not going to kill you. Or if they wanted to go come on, let's do it, it's not going to kill you. And I must have said that expression so much to them when they were growing up that one day they said, Mom, you know what? When you die, we're going to put on your tombstone, it finally killed her.
Oh.
And, when I think about that, And I think of all the experiences I've had in my life, all the things I've learned, the places I've been, the opportunities I've had for travel, the ways that I've been able to help people, all of my church work, my volunteer community work, and the love of my family and my close ones. I mean, it's been a great life. And so I would say, you know, doing all those things was great, and it didn't even kill me.
There you go.
So that's what I would want my kids to remember. It didn't even kill me.
That is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful to talk to you, to see you, and to hear the answers to these questions from you. So thank you so much for being part of this project.
It's been fun.
Thank you.